The countdown is on. There are just a few days left till the start of the 2014-2015 academic year, and the Ministry of Education is ready.
We're ready for the road.
I'm pleased to say that all high schools accounts are now funded with the tuition and maintenance grants. Primary schools are funded with their first term grants as well.
At the high school level, the ministry gives schools $11,500 per student to cover tuition expenses. At the primary level, $930 per student is given, while infant school receives $830 per student. Administrators use the money to help fund their operations. Parents and guardians are also asked to pay an auxiliary fee to help meet expenses not covered by the government grants. But students who are wards of the state, as well as those on the Program of Advancement through Health and Education path, get a break. The Education Ministry is contributing $2,000 towards their auxiliary fees.
We're ready for the road.
The 50 Schools in 50 Month project being undertaken by Food for the Poor in commemoration of Jamaica 50 continues. Approximately 40 basic schools have been constructed and will be available for the reopening of schools come September, and the others are slated for completion by year end.
We're ready. Yeah, we're ready. Ready.
Additionally,
under the Infant School Rationalization Project, 200 primary level institutions have been earmarked for incorporation of infant departments. To date, 34 visits have been made and 30 were recommended, and contract is awarded for retrofitting and repairs. The other 4 will be accepted as is without any infrastructural repairs. Approximately 51 million is allocated for this program. Chase Fund has committed 87 million for repairs and retrofitting of 10 early childhood institutions in this financial year.
We're ready for the road.
The matter of various kinds of diseases, if I may call them that we are currently being faced with, are being given serious consideration in the Ministry of Education. We have been in touch with the Ministry of Health. They have provided us with all the detailed information on the chikungunya as well as the Ebola. We are now packaging that to be sent out to our schools in terms of the precautions, in terms of how our children can safeguard themselves, in terms of what our parents are expected to do. They have also assured us that they will be doing fogging across the island.
the Ministry of Health has also activated its regional teams who are working in partnership with regional education officers to conduct community workshops and other public education programs to sensitize parents and children.
We are sending out the tips in terms of students taking their own water that is boiled, in terms of how students wash their hands, sanitizers and so on that can be used, and how they are to be used. We are also in discussion with ODPEM as well as the National Water Commission. We are now putting together the information in terms of the schools that currently have storage facilities, where they will be directly working with us to truck water to those schools. Those schools that do not have storage facilities, through our regional offices, we are trying to provide storage tanks for them, especially our primary schools. A lot of them take water from the main, and hence we expect that our schools will have sufficient water for the new school year.
So no need to worry about that first September morning. The Ministry of Education has everything under control for a successful return to school.
We think we have a sufficiently robust program in place that will safeguard our children.
We're ready for the road.